Hello, did you enjoy that story going on a bear hunt? I bet that's a story you know really well. I wonder if you spotted a bit that I missed out. Have a think about it and I'll tell you at the end. Now, I also wonder, what would you need if you decided to go on a bear hunt or on a journey? What might you take with you? Well, I would take a rucksack to carry all my things. I also might take a waterproof coat in case it started raining. I would take a nice bottle of water so I wasn't too thirsty. I also might take some special walking shoes so I can splash through the mud and it doesn't matter if I get wet. And most important of all, I would make sure I had my lunch because I get very grumpy if I don't have my lunch. Now, I wonder, what would you need to take with you if you didn't know the way to where you were going? What about a map? Let's have a look. So here is a road map. So this is a kind of map that you take when you're going out in your car, and it's got a map of all the roads so you can work out where you're going and how to get there. And also your phone, that's another thing actually I might take on a walk with me, is my phone, because you could always, it's handy to have it if you need to call for help or if you get lost, because a mobile phone now has something on it called a sat nav, and that can help you find where you are and find out how to get to where you're going. You have to get your grown-ups to show you that. Now, we've been thinking about things that Jesus says about himself, and this week we're thinking about when Jesus said, I am the way, the truth and the life. What did Jesus mean when he said that? Well, Jesus asks us to follow him on the journey through our lives. So if we decide to be a follower of Jesus, he will be with us and he will show us the way to go and how to live our lives. Now, what might we need for the journey through our lives? Well, Jesus gives us something like a special big map. It's this. Do you know what this is? A Bible. And the Bible is like a special map that we can use on our journey through life. And it's got lots of stories in and things that God wants to say to us about the best way to live our lives. So it's great that we've got that. And if we decide to follow Jesus, like we said last week, then when we die, we get to go to heaven to be with him. But the only way we can do that, the only way that we can be with Jesus forever, is to decide to follow him. And that way he will always be with us and he'll never leave us. And he will show us the way to go. Now, what kind of games and things could you do? Let's have a look. You could, has anyone been to a maze? There's these great mazes around that you can go and see if you can find your way through that. Or when I was a brownie, we used to have a game where we'd go out for a walk in the woods and then a team would go on ahead and they would make arrows out of sticks so that you could follow a path and see if you can find a leader. So perhaps you could do that with your grown-ups. Perhaps you could go for a walk in the woods and make signs out of sticks and see if you can follow the signs. Or you could have a look at maps, see if you can plan a day out and decide how to follow a map, because that's a really good skill to have, map reading. Give that a go too. Now at the beginning I said to you, what did I leave out of the bear story? Did anyone guess? It was the snowstorm. That's right, I couldn't manage to find a snowstorm in the middle of summer, so I left that bit out of the story. So perhaps if you've got that book at home, you could get your grown-ups to read it. And always remember that Jesus is the only way that we can get to God. No other way. And that he's given us the Bible, his word, to tell us how to live our lives, just like a big map. Have a good week. Bye-bye.